Well, hello, boys and girls. I got some things to talk about today that are just upsetting me in trucking. Let's roll the intro and we'll get right to it. Hello, everyone. Adam here. I hope you're having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day, but I do have some gripes. They're not big gripes, but they're just common courtesy gripes. I mean, come on. Most of you guys that follow me are coming here to learn trucking. Some of you here are in the trucking industry. Some of you came here because of me, and you're out there trucking now. So I've been holding off on this one, hoping it would get better, but I've got to just say my piece about it, get it out there. Hopefully it rings some bells and we'll go from there. So these are my pet peeves about the trucking industry. Maybe so much not the trucking industry, but okay, you're a truck driver, new to the field. I can understand that 100%. Equipment you need on your truck: common GPS. Everybody needs that to get to where they're going. I would say probably the most important thing that you need on your truck is a CB radio. That way you can communicate with other drivers out there as you're going down the road. You can find out about accidents before you get to the accident. It's not as common as it used to be. Many of you know I'm 51 years old, about to be 52 next year, January the 14th, if anybody wants to send me a present. Just kidding. I've been in the radios, communication my entire life. When I was younger, I owned a hotshot company in Houston, Texas, and I used to run a CB in the little car that I had. So that's where I got into the field of radio communication. I am also an amateur ham radio operator. I do not have my ham radio in the truck yet, but I have it in the truck. It's just not in the truck. That is not a necessary piece of equipment. That's more for me talking to people around the world on. But this thing right here is a CB. I've shown this to you when I got it. I've upgraded the mic a little bit, but best thing in the world, if you're coming up over a hill and there's an accident on the other side and you're running 65 miles an hour and you crest that hill and that traffic is at a dead stop, you won't know it if you don't have one of these until you crest that hill, and then you're slamming on your brakes, hitting your Jake brakes, trying to slow down before you run into somebody. Also really good for when you're in bad weather. A lot of these big accidents you see because of snow and black ice and semis run into each other is because a lot of these drivers don't have a CB. So they don't know that accident's there. They don't know because of a whiteout condition or heavy fog that you need to slow down ahead of time. Um, so if you're out there, you're going to school, because I know I've met a lot of you the other day when I was in Springfield. First piece of equipment you need to get, CB. Doesn't have to be an expensive CB, as long as you can reach out a mile ahead of you and a mile behind you and at least hear what the other truckers are saying. You don't have to talk on it if you don't want to, but it comes in handy. Please, please, please make that your first purchase. It's a piece of safety equipment. I would consider it. Comments, cries of outrage, leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down on it. All right, my second pet peeve. And a lot of you guys that are coming into the field may not know this, and I've known it for a pretty long time. But, you know, I grew up around some older people that was in the trucking field. You have a little button on your steering wheel if you're driving a Freightliner. I'm not sure about the new ones. Yeah, it flashes your headlights on and off at night. This is a common courtesy for other truckers that go around you to let them know it's safe to come over. I always do this because, yeah, I drive between 60 and 63 miles an hour just because of fuel economy. And so truckers are blowing by me all the time, you know. I got guys that are going 65 that want to get around me, and then I got the left lane cowboys that are running 70, 75, 80 miles an hour, and they just stay in that left lane and just boogity, boogity, boogity. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what they do. I don't do it. So, but you flash to let somebody over, they come over. The common courtesy is to flash your lights, your stop lights, your blinkers, you know, your marker lights. Freightliner, there's a little button that does that. You push the button, flashes your lights 3 times. That's a thank you for letting me over. I was driving from Tupelo, Mississippi last night to currently where I'm at now. I stopped at the Georgia-Alabama state line at the Georgia rest area. Again, driving 60 miles an hour the entire way. It's fairly hilly from Tupelo to Georgia state line. So I probably was going slower than 60 sometimes, going up the hills, trying my best, but you know, trying not to burn fuel either. I know I flashed trucks to come over in front of me, at least 100 of them. I maybe got 10 that gave me a thank you. Now, this is not a safety thing. Well, it kind of is. Because I don't know if you saw the post I put up on my Facebook page the other day when I was driving, and a CR England driver was passing me at night, got right to the box, right to this trailer, and turned his blinker on, and I knew something was going to happen. And if I can, I'll put it in the video here somewhere. As soon as he turned that blinker on, I started to slow down because I had a feeling that he wasn't paying attention, and he wasn't. So by the time I got to midway of the trailer, he starts to move over on me. And of course I honk my horn, blow my horn, all that good stuff. He's completely dazed and just keeps coming over. So I have to slow down pretty quick so he doesn't take off the front of my truck. Yeah, he missed me by about a foot. Again, try to have a CB on, because this guy didn't. And I had some choice words for him. But of course, he didn't have a CB, so he didn't hear anything. But wait for that light. Wait for somebody to flash to let you know there's nobody. You have enough room in front of the truck in front of you that you're trying to pass. You don't have a four-wheeler that's trying to zip around you and get in front of the truck that's trying to move over, because you see that too all the time. You know, the main thing is to make sure you get home safely. Okay, get back to your family, you know, and let the other drivers that are out there trying to do a good job get back to their family safely. You know, watch your mirrors, people. You know, it's pretty straightforward. You don't watch those mirrors, you can mess up. You can take somebody's life. You know, you're dragging down the road doing with 80,000 pounds. You push a car off the road, you're pushing a car off the road. There ain't no fighting it. And bad thing is, you may not even feel it. Be careful, guys. Use that flasher. Let people know it's safe to pull in front of you. And not, like I said, give them enough room so they can get over where you're safe and they're safe. And if somebody flashes you and you pull over, give them a thank you. It's common courtesy. You know, it will get you pissed off sometimes. And my third pet peeve. This one really aggravates me, because I've been running nights the last few nights, and they're not really nights. It's more like evening into past midnight. And if any of you guys are truckers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Your clock's running out. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You're trying to find a parking spot. You pull into a truck stop, you know they're full. You know, 99% of them are going to be solid, stacked up, full. So you're pulling through there anyways, hoping you're going to find a place. You're pulling up and you're pulling up, and you're like, oh, there's one open. I can get into it. And you pull up to it, and there's a bobtail in it. Now, for the ones of you guys that don't know what a bobtail is, that is a truck without a trailer. So it's a lot shorter. It's only about 20 feet instead of, you know, about 70 feet. And they're pulled all the way back to the back of the parking spot. So it looks like it's open. I understand the reasoning for this. I do. I really, really do. 90% of the time, that guy doesn't want to sit next to, in between two trailers with reefers going, and just making that humming noise all night long while you're sleeping. I completely understand that. But come on, man, at least turn your lights on or something. You know, your running lights, so it can be seen that there's a truck in there, because that's aggravating. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. The few times that I have been bobtail, I park right at the front of the box so people know that it's taken. You know, at this point, it's almost hard to go to sleep without that reefer running. I've always had noise when I sleep anyways, even at home. I got a big fan that blows that gives me white noise. That reefer is just a big white noise speaker to me. Doesn't bother me at all. So that's my third pet peeve. Because it's nothing like driving through a truck stop and thinking you're going to be able to find a parking spot, and then everything is full, and all the spaces that look empty have a bobtail all the way to the back of it. So that's that. My fourth, and probably final, pet peeve. And this is for the truckers out there, the ones that have been trucking for a while. I won't call them super truckers. Guys, have common courtesy for the new people out here. Yes, I know they're new. I'm new. I still make mistakes. But you guys that get on the radio and just start ragging on these guys and making them feel like idiots. One, you're the experts. You've been out there for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Go impart some wisdom on the guys. If they're having trouble backing into a hole, go help them, guide them in. Give them some secrets. You know? I'll admit, these trucking companies do not do a good job on training people. But man, don't sit there and just start belittling these guys. They're out here trying to make a living just like you are. You have that experience. You know, I'm pretty sure, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure at one time you didn't know anything about a truck either. And I'm sure you've made mistakes and you've learned from your mistakes. Teach these guys from what you have learned. You know, don't sit there and call them idiots and they don't know how to drive a truck and blah, 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 blah. I'm tired of hearing this stuff, to the point that I've started coming back and over the CB and telling these guys, you guys never were new, were you? You just were born with a stick in your hand. You know, you were driving from the age of 2. You never made a mistake, have you? We only learn from experience. We only learn from people who have experience. The day you stop learning is the day you need to hang up your keys. Plain and simple. You know? I'm not an expert, but I plan on being the best that I can be, learning from my mistakes and teaching what I can teach to my ability. As many as you know, I went in for training the other day to become a trainer. I'm a trainer now. I already have my first student scheduled for the end of the year. He's testing today, so hopefully everything goes good. But yeah, I'm gonna let him know. I'm not an expert at this, but I got a good handle on it. And there may be some times that we run into a situation that we'll both be learning something. So, truck drivers, think about when you started. Think about the mistakes that you made. Help these new guys out some. Like I said, a few things that chat my ass. The guys, I appreciate it. I know I met quite a few of you guys when I was in Springfield. If you're watching the videos, I appreciate all of your subscriptions to the channel. Take your time on training. Learn everything you can from those instructors on the pad. Once you get out on your 30,000 miles, that's where the real training comes in. Because right now you're just learning for a test. And those guys know what they're doing out there. I've talked to every single one of them. They got good heads on their shoulders. I do appreciate all you guys subscribing to me. I am now over 200 on my subscriptions. I appreciate it, people. Without you, there wouldn't be a channel. I'll drop my links down here. My driver code, if you guys are thinking about coming, I know quite a few of you are coming in January. I think somebody's starting next week, or today. I'm sorry, today. I hope everything goes great. Like I said, don't hesitate to ask questions when you're in class. Don't hesitate to ask questions when you're in the truck on the pad. Yeah. Don't hesitate to ask questions when you're at lunch. You know, just go forward, be the best you guys can. If you don't understand it, ask. They'll tell you. They'll teach you. It is fast-paced, high energy. Don't let it get to your brain. Don't think you can't do it, because you can. If an old fart like me can do it, a young kid can too. But guys, I appreciate it. I'm gonna cut it there. I'm at where am I at? 22 minutes. That's good enough for me. Guys, you have any comments, questions, cries of outrage, video ideas, put them in the comments down there below. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. It helps with the channel, helps YouTube figure out, hey, people are watching this. Without those thumbs ups, thumbs down, it'll never get where I want it to be. I will be doing another video on my training. Can't really show you a lot, so it'll be sped up. There won't be any sound. You won't be able to see most of the video that they showed me, because that's all company info. So took about 2 hours. It was fun, and that one's coming. Today is Monday. I'll be going home Thursday for my Christmas break. So, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll be back on the road on Monday, hopefully heading to Houston to pick up my student. So I got a couple more things to do around the truck to make it livable for 2 people instead of 1. But good, guys, I appreciate it. You out there driving, remember, be overly cautious, not overly confident. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. And I'll see you down the road. Have a blessed day. Be safe. If I don't make another video before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas.